Hello, this is Steve Hermann, the author of Mediumship Mastery, the ultimate guide, available on Amazon. Where am I right now? I'm in Castaic Spiritualist Camp, and I'm in Summerland. And at one point, the building that I'm in right now, it was the administrative offices for the National Spiritualist Association of Churches, which is the oldest, most conservative spiritualist organization here in the States. Been around since 1893, and now it's owned by the camp, Castaic Spiritualist Camp, and it's their administrative offices. So I'm just hanging out here where I'm staying, and I'm going to talk a little bit about mediumship, because if you want to develop mediumship, obviously you have to meditate every day. You have to read a lot of books about it, study it, so you intellectually understand. So you need your own personal meditation, but I'll tell you the big thing that you need if you're studying mediumship, you can't really do this alone. You need the spirit people, don't you? And you also, it's definitely beneficial to be with others, to develop your mediumship in the context of a circle or a group. So of course when you have a circle, the energy, it flows. When two or three are gathered in the name of God, you have this potency that's there. It's faster in the spirit world in terms of vibrations. They have to lower their frequency of vibration, and we have to raise ours. So what are some good components that make a circle work? I mean, the big thing is harmony, and the other two big factors are enthusiasm and love. So if you don't have enthusiasm, what do you have? Perhaps indifference, or people just being lethargic. And that's not going to work. It's not going to work. And if you just have a group of people who want to become mediums so they can show off, so they can show other people what they can do, where they're competing with each other, that's not good. And there's a lot of groups like that, unfortunately. And so you can develop in a group like that. But what's really important with a group, it's the harmony, it's the love and the enthusiasm. And of course, if you bring in those qualities into a circle, it's going to be good for you and it's going to be good for everyone else. Not only that, if you have a group of people and they're really into it, they can all relate to each other, they appreciate each other, they're really motivated with the desire to learn, you're going to have good results. If we go back into the 19th century, a lot of the early spiritualists, what did they do? They sat together, families and close friends, at least once a week. So having a circle that meets regularly is very, very, very important. And of course, if the people are all on the same page and it's really tight from their hearts, not all this ego or competing, or you don't like the person sitting across from you, you hate their guts, it's not going to work. You're going to get the best results. It doesn't happen in just one session. It's over a period of time. They blend the chemistry and they work with your chemistry. They work with the collective chemistry of the group, and they unfold everyone, not just one medium. They work with all of you. There's different ways you can do circles in terms of different focuses for different phases or types of mediumship. But the big thing is you meet regularly and you have some type of discipline. So it's good to have someone who's a leader, someone who's experienced, ideally, who can run it, and really observing the right type of etiquette, the right type of discipline in going about it. So you want to be punctual, you want to be clean of mind and clean of body, and you definitely want to bring that enthusiasm into it. You want to bring the desire to serve and love. And it's nice to have it when you have a circle, just to sit in the power with others. You could have a short guided meditation, get people really, really, really deep, and then have them sit in the power. Not 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes. That's okay. Sit for a half hour. Sit for 45 minutes. Sit in the power for an hour. Let the energy build up. You'll feel the energy build up. You'll feel them attuning themselves to you and working with you. And they'll bring out the mediumship in you. They'll assess you, and they can figure out what needs to take place. There's nothing like a good home circle, even if it's just some type of church group. But it's not just about giving messages or opening up with that particular type of mediumship, mental mediumship. It's the chemistry that's there. The development takes place when you're sitting in the power. So with discipline, obviously you don't want to just get up and break the connection. Once you start out with a prayer, you close with a prayer. What's going to happen? Well, you've made an appointment with the spirit world, and they're working with you. So it's really an opportunity. It's a blessing to connect with those who are in spirit. And you certainly want to meet ideally at the same time each week, same place, same time, and just realize you've made an appointment with them, so they're there to work with you and to help you with things. Now, when you go to a spirit, we want to be clean of body and clean of mind. So we definitely don't want to partake of any type of intoxicating substances or alcohol prior to the circle or even at the circle. It's kind of funny because there's actually mediums doing mediumistic demos and they're drinking alcohol or serving it to the people who are having the demos. That's like the exact opposite of what you want. You need a high spiritual vibration. Sometimes it's also really good to have a lot of singing when you're doing a circle. And there's ways of experimenting with it and seeing what works. It's not one set in stone, but the big thing is the discipline. You want to be able to have fun and be able to let go in it. Shouldn't be rigid and uptight. But there has to be reverence for what's taking place. It's not just there to goof around. You're there to develop and to connect. And why do we want to develop? Because we want to help others and we want to serve God. So these are just some ideas that you can take and apply. I highly recommend it. Too many people, they get into mediumship and they don't even bother sitting in a circle. And that's not good, because we can always expand. We can always get better at what we're doing with our mediumship. So thank you so much for watching this video. I have a lot of online groups, courses, and I certainly have a lot of in-person ones at various locations around the world during the year. I have my book, Mediumship Mastery, The Ultimate Guide, which is available on Amazon, and this has a lot of information about development. It's invaluable, and I highly recommend it. And please, I love to teach, so if you have any questions about any of this stuff, feel free to get hold of me. Please like this video, please share it with others, and may God bless each and every one of you.